Congratulations for receiving your Vital Health Artificial Intelligence Scanner. This is going to be a valuable tool in your business, and in this video we're going to show you how to install the software for the scanner. Okay, the very first thing that we're going to do is to temporarily deactivate your antivirus software, and this is because some of the files included in the software are not recognized by antivirus, and it will cause problems in the installation. So the first step is to click this Windows icon right here, and then we're going to click All in order to find your antivirus software. In this case, I have McAfee, and McAfee is a very strict software, so hopefully this is a good example, but you'll need to follow similar steps for whatever antivirus software you have. The first thing we're going to do is, after clicking on McAfee, we are going to click these three lines right here and go to My Protection and go to Real-Time Scanning. So you'll want to deactivate the scanning of your antivirus. In this case, I'm just going to click Turn Off. I'm going to put 30 minutes just to give us time. It's not going to take near that long, but just to make sure. And I'm going to click Turn Off. And then we'll get this notice that our antivirus is off. I'll just dismiss that. And now we're ready to do the installation. So there are two ways to install this software. One is with this flash drive. You'll simply insert that into your computer, and when you do, this is what is going to happen. I'm just going to insert that. It says autoplay, so I'm just going to click on this, and I'm going to continue without scanning. So then I'm going to go ahead and click on my files, and then I'm going to come down here and we'll go to USB drive E. I'm not sure why it's showing up twice, but it should be the same thing. And we can go ahead and click on this button right here to do the installation. My favorite way though is to use VitalBot to get the software. Okay, so what I did is I just went to VitalBot and I said, do you happen to have the link to download software for the scanner in English? He says, absolutely, here's the link. So it's this link right here. I'm going to right click. I'm going to copy link. And then I'm simply going to open a new tab in my browser. And I'm going to paste the link. And I'm going to press enter. And then we see that it is now downloading the link to my browser. We're just going to open our files on Windows right here. And we're going to go to downloads. And this is the file that I just barely downloaded. So I'm going to right click and we're going to extract all and then extract. Now once we get to this point, I can just double click this link right here and it will install the software. Now on this point, it's showing us that it doesn't recognize the software. So what we need to press is more info and then run anyway. And we're going to say yes. We're going to say next, next, and next, and install. Now it's asking to restart the computer. We're going to go ahead and restart, but please continue to watch because it's important that we turn off the antivirus one more time. There's another step we need to do in order for everything to run properly. So I will continue after I restart the computer. Okay, so we've restarted the computer and now we just need to temporarily deactivate the antivirus one more time to complete the final steps before actually running the software. So we're going to do this again. We're going to go to our Windows tab. We're going to go find our antivirus software. I'm going to press all. Again, mine is McAfee, yours may be something else. We're going to click on this. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go back to My Protection. So again, it's these top three lines right here, My Protection, and then we're going to do real-time scanning. We're going to turn it off again for another 30 minutes. Again, it won't take that long, but just to make sure, turn off, and we're ready to go. Now the next step that we need to do is add some exceptions to the antivirus software so that when we run the program, it will not be canceling out certain files. Now in this case, we're already where we need to be to add the excluded files. Generally, this is going to be in your quarantined section of your antivirus, and I'm just going to add a few files. So we're going to press Add File, and the first file that we're going to add is found in this PC, Windows, in Program Files, .86 in my case, and in Quantum Resonance Magnetic Analyzer, And what we're looking for is this Electret right here. Okay, so I'm going to click that, open. That's important. And now the next one is going to be in this PC, Windows, down here in this Windows right here. And then it's going to come all the way down to SysWow64. And then we're going to go all the way down. I'm going to use this button right here to scroll all the way down and then come back up to this xd199.dll. And I'm going to open that one. So we have 2 files in there. And I'm actually just going to add one more file just in case. And this is the file we downloaded. So let's go to our downloads right here. And then we're going to go to this is the one that we extracted, Quantum Resonance Magnetic Analyzer. And we're going to click on this file right here, which was the installation file, just in case you ever need it again. So that should take care of all issues concerning the antivirus. And now we're just going to go ahead and turn the antivirus back on. And the next step that we're going to do is we are going to plug in everything that we need to plug in before running the software. This is very important. So take a look at this blue and gray plug right here. And we need to align it to the scanner. There's a couple of grooves that need to be aligned. And then plug that in. And then we have this C cable right here. And this just simply needs to be plugged in. And then we're going to take the USB portion of that cable and we are going to plug it into the USB slot of the computer. And then we have one more thing to do before we can run the software, and that is the software key. And this software key just simply needs to be plugged into the computer. And if you're running out of USB slots, you can always get an extender, which gives you more USB slots available in order to plug it in. And once you have that plugged in, then you are able to finally turn on the software. So back to the computer, let's actually run this. This is the software right here, and let's see what happens. All right, once you see that blue screen, you're good to go. And we will be doing more videos in the future to actually show how to use the scanner. Thank you for watching this video, and we hope that it's been helpful.